What is up, folks? This is J.R.R, and welcome to TolkienCraft. Alright, so this is the newest release. I believe it's like 1.4, if I believe right, 1.4.1. And boy, is it tanking my FPS. But yeah, so this is the new release of the map, and it has some improvements in questing. It has some new cities. It has a lot of new things in it, so we're going to go ahead and explore things and check it out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go through everything like we did at the very start of the series, just because, well, a lot of stuff has changed. And so the questing isn't quite the same as it used to be, as well as a few more things. So you can actually tell that actually some of the buildings have changed too, so just keep that in mind. Alright, so something I'm actually going to check out as well is some of the changes to Draconic Evolution, because it's actually pretty important. Alright, so if you hit C, which is the standard keybind for it, you have a GUI here that pops up, and you can change a lot of things that you couldn't before. So if we set it to true, of course, night vision is going to be on all the time, which is kind of cool. I just like the fact that you can actually change things off. Like the jump multiplier was set to 1 when I logged on. So if I go ahead and jump, yeah. If I'm just walking around, I just want to move up 2 blocks. I don't want to jump way the heck up here. Oh, cool. Look at that. You're actually probably not supposed to take that, but I guess you could if you wanted to, but it's more like a seal for the kingdom, I think it is. That's supposed to be. So let's go ahead and just take a look at some of the other stuff. But yeah, so I've mentioned before, I don't like the jump modifier. I don't like the hill step, even though a lot of people like that. I just think it makes me feel really lazy. But yeah, and boost while sprinting, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can change the speed modifier. Let's go ahead and do... Oh, we can only change it to that fast. But yeah, I wouldn't want to move around like this all the time. I mean, it'd be kind of cool when you're just flying around town. I mean, like, exploring, I guess. But at the same time, you know, it's Minecraft. It doesn't really matter to the extent that you can't have a supercomputer that's going to load chunks all the time. I mean, like, as soon as you run up to them. I mean, my computer is pretty darn beefy. It's a Core i7 hexa-core processor. And I have a GTX Titan. So, it's not like you can get a whole... I mean, you can get better than that, obviously. Especially when it comes to some of the high-end, like, dual processing systems and stuff like that. But, I mean... Even if you have those, it's still Minecraft. It's not really made to do that kind of thing. But let's go ahead and change that off and do... No, that's not the one I wanted. Go back, we'll do pants and do that. Alright, so another thing that's really cool about this is you can go into here and go ahead and just put on different enchantments. Now, Brandon said that the reason he was doing this was that the scepter, or I can't remember exactly what it's called, but the highest tier that combines like the pickaxe and the sword and the axe and whatnot, it won't let you do both weapon enchants and like pickaxe enchants, so you can't put efficiency and sharpness on it. So with this, you can. I'm not going to. Because I'm not going to use that, because actually I don't like it that much, because I tend to accidentally mine when I'm attacking, and that can be kind of a pain. So it's a really cool weapon, but at the same time, or tool, but at the same time I'm just not a big fan of it. Okay, so let's go back up, and that's enchanted. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and put a chance on our bow. And the reason I'm doing all of this is that I want to be able to move through the quests at a steady pace and not have to go out and, you know, make items and all that kind of stuff. I just want to show you guys the new content. That way you can know what's going on and what's changed. Especially since this really isn't ready for release. I know there's quite a few bugs in it still. So, let's do it to 5. I'm not sure exactly how fast that's going to mine, but well, that's cool. You can set it to void certain items. Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah, props to Brandon on that one. Alright, so okay, I don't actually have any enchants for this one. I didn't really want anything for it. Pardon me. But I do want to go ahead and put this on the armor. So do like so. And as you can tell, I'm not really used to this inventory system just yet, but I'm getting there. That's already off inventory. But yeah, I wanted to be able to do things like fight the bandits and the witches and stuff like that without, you know, having you guys having to wait for a while or doing a whole lot of off-camera stuff just to be able to do the questing. So, alright, let's go ahead and get started. Let's open this up, and we've already covered all this. But let's go ahead and go to Welcome to TolkienCraft. Alright, so adventure awaits. So the first thing we need to do is go ahead and visit the market fountain. Now, things... Oh, I'm actually still in creative, so let's do game mode 0. Alright, and everything's back to normal. Alright, so of course I had to go into creative just to give myself all of that. But unfortunately this still doesn't work. So that's rather unfortunate. I don't think it'll... Yeah, you can't even go into there. So just go ahead and press L and you can bring it straight up. That's still the only way it looks like you can bring it up. And actually, it doesn't look like you can even use the switching to a certain tab and then back to that one to be able to get to it. Alright, so let's go ahead and run on over here and get our first quest. So we'll just be creep and, you know, listen in on this couple's conversation. Those creepers get me every single time. Okay, so my kingdom is being attacked. Blah blah blah. Hey, need my quest. Ah, visited. Awesome. We'll just do the reward bag. And I'll just stick these up here. I'm probably not going to open them. I might at the end just to say, hey, look at all this cool stuff we got and we can't use. Okay, so new quest. First time in Draconis. Cool. Alright, so now we should have a quest. The king, not found. Alright, so let me go ahead and turn this on as well. Is it not letting me? Oh, I think that's the wrong one. Yeah, I need the flux capacitor. So let's do game mode 1. And I will do that. That way, again, we don't have downtime. Alright, so that's what I need. Okay, so shift right click, charge hotbar, charge armor and held item, armor and hotbar. There we go. Alright, so that should be nice and good. Alright, so let's go ahead and flap and visit the... Actually, you know what? We're going to walk through town because this is definitely new. Hello. So, ninja chest armors. Ninja head. Cool. Just taking a look at the different things that are in here. Are any of these other boots new? I don't think so. I think this armor piece is new. That's cool. Knight statue from J.R.R. I think all of this other stuff has been here. I think the look of it has changed a little bit. I could be wrong on that though, because I don't know, when you're trying to... Oh, okay. As I say, it was a fish on a hook. It kind of looked like a swordfish there for a second. But when you're looking for things that have changed in something, that even if you've seen it every day, you're like, is that new? I'm not sure. Maybe. So, yeah, that's just kind of a thing you run into. Alright, so let's go ahead and run over here and take a look at what might or might not have changed along the way. Okay, so all this looks normal. Got our gate that drops our FPS down to like nothing. Jax, who hands out a really annoying quest later on that we will get to. It looks like everything else is pretty similar. Is that wool there? I'll probably be doing that this whole time. Is that different? No? I'm not sure. Is it? No. And especially when you're seeing things at a different angle, because I'm definitely not used to seeing it at that angle. Alright, so let's go ahead and head up here and see the king. Alright folks, so isn't that a nice view? It's actually a really nice little city. But I did want to go ahead and, well, wait for the sun to come up, but I do want to go ahead and read through the quest text again, because some things have changed in here as well to help you understand exactly what you need to do the quests. Alright, so I'll go ahead and leave this stuff over here. Oh, no. Alright, we'll go ahead and read it. Alright, so welcome to TolkienCraft Mod Pack. This first series of quests are designed to get you up to speed with a selection of mods as well as mechanics herein you may not already be familiar with. The goal was to give you the ability to play modded Minecraft but have the feel of an MMO. Most importantly, this mod pack uses both HQM and custom NPCs to provide a rich interactive quest environment. To get this party started, go see what the citizens by the market fountain have to say. Alright, so that's what we did just a minute ago. But this part over here is actually really important because it was kind of confusing on exactly how to do both the HQM and custom NPCs. There was a little bit of text that led you to believe there was another quest line alongside the HQM stuff, but it didn't really tell you how to access it. And that was really my main problem, was I couldn't bring up the quest, the custom NPC line, as you can do through L, as I showed you a few minutes ago, because I didn't know that the hotkey was L, because otherwise you had to kind of fiddle around with the tabs to be able to get the actual tab to be able to come up. But this changes that. So, off to be the snooper. Remember, some quests, especially in this first section, run alongside custom NPC quests to make sure you complete both. Turn in quests, you'll want to make sure the book has detected the items before completion. Remember to use L, very important there, to open the quest log for custom NPCs to see if you have the right quest or to see what quest you do currently have. Alright, so that is extremely helpful, and I'm really glad that Order put that in. So, let's go ahead and take a look at what is next. Alright, so we're off to see the wizard. Alright, so listening in paid off. Seems there happens to be trouble in this otherwise seemingly peaceful continent. We should go see the king before anything else. Yeah, that was a reference. Alright, so let's go see the king. It mentioned that it's already completed, but it's actually not, because the king wasn't actually in here, because it was nighttime. So, hello, Johannes. Welcome. I hope you can spare some time to help my kingdom out. Complete. Emerald coin. Now, this one is actually really important, and it's a change that I'm extremely glad he made, because it's something else that I ran into that was a bit of a problem. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this as well. Alright, we'll just grab the reward bag and get all kinds of stuff. So, some bread, a pickaxe if you don't already have one. And there's actually other ways to get that iron pickaxe, so yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and just stick that in our inventory. That's fine. Hopefully the bread will combine. Oh, good. It did. Sorry about that. Alright, so next quest. So basically we need to go around and visit all these places. Alright, not a bad start. Looks like the king may be warming up to you. Let's go make sure to visit. That's a little awkward there. Let's go make sure to visit each of the areas he suggested and see what we can possibly get from each. Not to mention, you can finally take a look at what was built for this mod pack. Make sure and visit all the locations, and it would probably be a good idea to waypoint them for easier navigation later. Alright, so that actually is a pretty good idea if you're not familiar with the city. So if you're just starting out, go ahead and waypoint them real quick. It only takes a second to do it. Never mind. Is it J? Yeah, so close. It's not natively set to J to go ahead and bring up the map, and you can just go up to waypoints up here and set a new one, and you can put the location and all that kind of stuff. So if you just write it down in another window, like a word program or whatever, any kind of word processor, that can be really helpful. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to... Okay, so he doesn't have anything yet. Alright, so talk to His Majesty. Alright, welcome to Draconis, hero. You are welcome as long as you don't cause any trouble around here. What troubles the king? As of late, we have seen an increase in monsters attacking the walls, and there have been several reports of bandits harassing travelers to the village nearby. Seems like a nice kingdom, actually. Nice of you to say. We pride ourselves on our openness and freedom. I have an idea. Why don't you take the coins I gave you and visit the shopkeeper and bring me back an item from each as proof? If you do, I will make it worth the effort. Alright, on my way. Thank you. You should visit everyone, especially the apothecary, librarian, and blacksmith. Alright, so we've got our new quest that coincides with the quest book. So, unfortunately, that is a problem. But now that we have the emerald tokens and emerald coins, it's easier to tell exactly what we need to get. So, and I will show you exactly how that works. Alright, so if we go ahead and head over here, and let's go ahead and start off by visiting... actually I was going to visit the smiths, but do we have that one yet? Wooden sword, so yeah, probably. I should have just looked in here. The baker, the blacksmith, and there's no candlestick maker. The priest and the apothecary. And... dude. I think that's actually a problem with the mod, because it was doing that in another pack as well. It's like, hello? What are you doing? Alright. Hello, Mr... Rothkasol. Okay. Hello. What have you got for sale? So, as you can see here now, it's really easy to tell what you're supposed to buy. So, since this one takes an emerald coin, we know that that's exactly what we need to get, instead of, say, an iron broadsword or anything else. So, I think that is also a very, very good change, and something I quite approve of. But as you can see, here's our other pickaxe I was talking about, that you could get it through other means. So, that's not necessarily the one that you want to choose. Alright, let's go ahead and go see the priest. Actually, did that count in here? Okay, so the blacksmith has been visited. Awesome. There are certain blocks that you need to run over to be able to tell exactly, you know, where we need to go. Alright, so has that been visited? Alright, we have visited the priest. Good deal. Alright, so we don't need to buy anything from him. So we can go ahead and move on to the baker, which is right over here. He's the one that didn't want to go in the door. Hey. Hello. Oh, how rude. Alright, what have you got? Nothing of import, unfortunately. I was just trying to see if there's anything new there, and apparently not. Well, I mean, there might be, but I didn't notice anything. Alright, so now we need to see the apothecary, which is right over here. Hello. Alright, so I'd say these shelves that hold potions are really awesome. What was that all about? Alright, so, hello, Lucian. What have you got for sale? So, like the other, it tells you right here, this is exactly what you need to get. Alright, so, wow, actually this one, it's gone to a silver coin. Interesting. I mean, a gold coin. I mean, the actual graphics for it is a gold coin. Or, yeah, gold coin. These are silver coins. Gold coin. Huh. Interesting. The prices on these are more complex than they used to be, which I heartily approve. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a look in here. We visited all of these, so now part 2 has come up. So we need to visit the commander, the librarian, the farmer, and the banker. So let's go ahead and run over here and see how our dear commander, who is extremely rude, is doing. Yeah, see? He's rude. But we visited him, so bye. See if I want to help you out later. Alright, so the librarian is right over here. So, the natural way, the road kind of comes around like that, but meh, why would I take the road? I don't think I would. Well, I might have taken the road at some point or another. And, nice. Alright, so, Mistcraft pages are always kind of hard to get your hands on, so it's nice that he gives them and sells a few. So, he also wants to give you the reading enchantment, and that takes our little emerald coin here, which, again, really awesome. Love the change. Alright, so, let's complete town tour. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. So, we need to go ahead and head back to the Great Orator. And actually this has a little bit of quest text with it as well, but it says basically the same thing that we find in the other one. But we also need to go ahead and complete this, so why don't we go ahead and visit the farmer and the banker as well. And those guys aren't very far. And we also need to go over to the mage tower as well. So let's go and do that. So the banker is going to be right over there, but let's go ahead. Actually, it would be smarter to see the banker first, because the mage tower is closer to the farmer. So if we go over here and see these guys. Ah, they gave me a coin. How nice. Now I'm going to go ahead and dump a bunch of this stuff in here, because unfortunately you can't shift click it in here apparently. Yeah. But I don't need this on me, so we're not going to be doing any of that kind of stuff. I will keep the reward bags on me for now, and we need that, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh, am I actually still in creative mode? Oh well. Not that big of a deal, considering we haven't really fought anything yet, so not a big deal. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to the farmer over here and see how he's doing. Hello, farmer. Oh, did I mess up your crops? Nope. Alright, now what I'm interested in is the golem still stuck. Okay, he's not stuck at the moment. Oh, those are kind of freaking out a little bit. Little flickering going on there. That's unfortunate, but yeah, that happens. Alright, I'm sure I can probably tweak a few things to get that to stop, but that's okay for now, since we're not going to be using barrels. But, yeah. Alright, so have we visited the farmer? We have not. I think he has to be, like, right over here. Yep, okay. So, finale. Visit the Mages Guild. So, let's go ahead and go over here and get all kinds of items. These guys are super generous, and you should definitely come visit them, because holy cow, it's nice. So, a neat thing that I mentioned in the last time I did this, let me go and just get all this stuff out of my inventory, or out of my hotbar at least, is they are each wearing the armor sets from their own mods, which is kind of cool. I think that's actually really awesome. So, Blood Magic, Britannia, witchery. This is the new Aura mod that I just put the the book up for. I have no idea about you. I don't know. Thumbcraft and Bludge Magic. This might be Ars Magica 2, maybe? I'm not sure about that. That's just a guess, though. The Spellbinder kind of makes me think that, but I may be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it gives you a Blood Rune. Oh, and Brandon isn't here anymore because there wasn't enough room for him at the table. I think Grid Order said something about that. He's been promoted to Assistant of the King or something like that because there just wasn't room for him anymore. So since, you know, he's helped him out, you know, a good deal with the mod pack and whatnot, and mod integration, stuff like that, and testing, he was promoted. Alright, so quest book. Let's go ahead and claim one. Get the reward bag and get a bag to put stuff in, which I want to do. That one and everything else should be... we can go ahead and just stick this stuff in there as well. Alright, so let's... Oh, I was going to say let's go see the king, but I guess we will have to wait until morning. So I will be back with you guys in just a minute. Good morning, everyone. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and talk to the king, and then that's going to be the end of this episode. But I am going to go ahead and include a whole bunch more questing. I'm going to do a couple rapid fire episodes basically because we have already covered this content. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and write in the description of the each video exactly what content that each video covers, because I know some of you, many of you probably, have already seen all of this, so you probably actually aren't even hearing what I'm saying right now. Because you discovered as soon as that, well, I'm redoing everything, then, you know, basically this episode isn't all that useful to you, if you already know what's going on. But I know some of you have not, and have not seen my earlier episodes covering this. So I wanted to go ahead and do a recap and make sure that you all know exactly what's going on with the changes made to the mod pack. Alright, so let's go see the king and see what he has in store for us. Hopefully he's in the throne room by now. Yep, there he is. Awesome. Oh, yep, there's Brandon. Hello. Ah, nice. He still gives the charms of dislocation. So I would recommend seeing him regularly. Alright, so. Hello. Wonderful work, Aircast. As you can see, we have a variety of shops to help you in your adventures. You just need the coin. By the way, if you ever need more coin than what I have given you, you can always travel to Middle Earth. I am sure they can they have tons of work for you, work you can do to earn more. Or actually, you can just craft this stuff, but shh, don't tell anybody. Alright, so, got anything new for us? Let's see here. Monsters, you say? Yes, creepers, zombies, skeletons, even the Endermen have been brave enough to try to attack my kingdom. Perhaps you can help by thinning their numbers. Alright, so, we need to go kill a bunch of stuff. Don't worry, I'm not going to do that on camera because, well, running around seeing me trying to find stuff may be not all that interesting. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and leave it off there. And in the next episode, we will pick up where we left off and hopefully get to some new stuff because, well, that's what we want to see, isn't it? Alright, so until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day.